Hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. In this video we will create a stylish portfolio website using only HTML and CSS with a typing script and smooth hover animations. Don't worry if you are a beginner, because I will explain each line of code, that why this video is for you. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And now, let's get started. In HTML, we add a link tag to connect both of the HTML and CSS file. After that we add an other link for the icons. In the body, we create a header section. Inside it we create a tag for the logo, and we add for it a class name. Between the both tag, write your name, after that make a span. Inside it add a dot with its class, with a name logo span, to style it. After, we open a nav bar tag. Inside it create 5 hyperlink. Inside each one, add the link name. After finishing the header, we return into the body, and create a section. We add for it a class name at home. After, we write in a div, and we add for it a class, name it home.img. Inside it we add our image. We create another div, but this time is for the home content, that's why we add a class, name it home content. Inside this div we create an h1 tag, after we add our text. Also, we create a span for the name, with its class, which is homespan. Also, we add an h3 tag, we add our text. After that we make a class, name it typing text. We create a paragraph and we fill it with the lorem text, and that's by writing lorem 30. We create another div, we add for it a class, name it social icons. We create 5 hyperlink, inside each one we add an icons. And with the final line in the home section, we create an hyperlink tag. We create the footer tag. Inside it, we make a paragraph, its content is about the written right. Now, after finishing the HTML file we go to the CSS one. We return all the margin and the padding to 0. And we set the box sizing to border box to facilitate our work, and all the text decoration and the border to none. After in the HTML style we set the font size to 62.5%. After in for the body, we change the font family of the text to Seago UI. And we set the width and the height to 100%. The overflow X will be hidden. And the background will be black. Also we set the text color to white. We set art styling the header section. We set the margin top to 20 pixels, after we set the position to fixed. And both of the top and the left OT0. After that we put in width value to 100%. After we set the padding to 1 rem and 9%. After that, we put the background color to transparent. We set the filter to drop shadow 10 pixels. After, we set the display to flex. We justify the content to space between. After, we align the items to the center. And finally we set the z-index to more than 1. Now we decorate the logo. And we set the font size to 3 rem, after we set the color to yellow. And finally we put the font weight to 800 and the cursor to pointer when hover. After we set the transition to 0.5 secant. After we create the hover animation. That's mean when we hover it, the logo will transform scale 1.1 after we set the logo span to the white color. Now, we style the navigation bar link. By adding a padding 15 pixels and the border radius to 10 px, after we set the font size to 1.8 rem and the color to white. The margin left will be 4 rem, after the font weight to 500. And also the position to relative. We set the text decoration to none. After we put the transition to 0.3s. And now, we set the hover animation to color the text to black and the background color to the yellow. We set the minimum height of the sections to 100 VH, that's mean 100%. And we put the padding to 5 rem 9% and also 5 rem. We set the home display to flex. And we justify and align its element to the center. And we add a gap to 8 rem. Now we decorate the image. We set the border radius to 50%. We set the position of the image to relative and its width to 20 VW. And the border radius to 50% also. We set the box shadow to the same main color. And cursor to pointer. And we add the transition time to 0.2 seconds. Then we put the hover animation to transform scale. After finishing the image style, we go to the home content style now. For the H1, we set the font size to 6 rem. And the font weight to 700. After we set the height line to 1.3. After we color the home span with the yellow color. And now we set the H3 to its font size, which is 1.6 rem. And its margin bottom to 1 rem and the font weight to 700. Now we decorate the paragraph with setting the font size to 1.6 rem. And now with the social icons animation. We display them inline flex. We justify the content to the center. And we align the items also to the center. After we set the width to 4 rem and the height also. We set the background color to transparent. And the border to 3px with the main color yellow. We set the font size 2 rem, the border radius to 50%. And the margin to 3 rem. After we set the transition to 0.3 seconds. And the color to yellow. After the hover animation, we set the background to the yellow. And the color the border also to black. After we add the scale and the transform animation. Also we add the box shadow. Now we style the button. We display it in inline block. After we add a padding to 1 rem 2.8 rem. After we set the background to black and the border radius to 50% and the font size to 1.6 rem, and it color to the yellow. We set the letter spacing to 0.3 rem. After we set the font weight to 600. And we set the border to 3px and make it solid and the color to yellow. And finally we set the transition to 0.3s. And the cursor to pointer. And now we create the button hover animation. And that's by changing the text color to black and the background to yellow, and add the box shadow to the yellow color. And now with the magic, which is the typing effect. We assign the font size to 34px, and the font weight to 600. After we have the minimum width to 280 pixels. After we have the typing text span. We set the position to relative. After we have the before typing effect, we set the content to your job. After we set the color to yellow, and the animation to the typing one after we set the time, which is 20 seconds and for infinity. And now the after typing effect. We let the content empty. After we set the background to black, and after the position to absolute. After calculate the width, which is 100% plus 8px. After we set the height to 100% and the border left to 3px solid and in the yellow color. The right will be -8px and set the animation to cursor, we will repeat it 0.6s for infinite. And now we create the cursor blink animation, we name it cursor and we write to border left 3 pixels and solid in yellow color. After we create the typing animation, we name it words. And we fill each 20% by a job name. And now for the footer, we make a padding for 5px. And justify the content and align it to the center. After set the background color to black and set the margin top to -36 pixels. After we decorate the paragraph of the footer. We set the color to yellow and the font weight to bold. And finally we make it responsive for all screen size. And that's by changing the sizes and the display of the content. And that's the complete walkthrough of my portfolio website. I really hope you enjoyed the design and the coding process as much as I did while creating it. This project shows how simple HTML and CSS can come together to build something clean and personal. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more coding projects and tutorials. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback and ideas for future projects. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.